of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And now, here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Conley.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you and welcome to all of you at home. Thank you for tuning us in on Tattletales, and nice to have the bananas with us. Are you ready to go, bananas? Yes. Like normal people come here and go, yeah, I'm a banana. We happen to have 6 bananas for you today. You're going to meet them right now. Winning money for the blues section, Mr. Norman Fell and Karen Fell. Winning money for the banana section, Scoey Mitchell and Claire Mitchell. Winning money for the red section today, Victor Holchak, and from Laverne and Shirley Leslie Easterbrook. I'm going to ask these 3 lovely ladies a question. You try to figure out how they're going to answer. That's the best way to do it. Because if she tries to figure out how you're going to answer, we'll be here till God knows. So let's do it, shall we? Scoey, it's good to see you. How you been? Everything okay? Things going well with Claire? You going to win today? Ladies, this first question is worth $150 to your rooting sections. A lady neighbor has been using her home to entertain gentlemen for profit. You're asked by other neighbors to sign a petition to get her out of the neighborhood. Would you sign that, yes or no? I'm asking the ladies. Goodbye. We know how you guys feel about it. But what would Karen say? Norman, what do you think?
Well, I don't know what she would say, but I live in Malibu,
Yeah.
you know, and it would really save me a lot of trouble driving past all those fallen rocks and everything going into town.
Yeah.
If we had this next door to me.
That's true, yeah. Your friendly neighborhood.
But I go to the market, so it takes 3 or 4 minutes longer.
That long, eh? Must be doing something different.
No, I'm figuring, you know, taking a shower and talking and everything within that 3 minutes.
Yeah, I understand, right.
And walking several.
Yes.
Now, what's the question again?
I don't know. You're asked to sign a petition, and the lady is, Karen is, the ladies are asked.
What she would say.
That's correct. Would she sign this, yes or no, to get rid of this working girl in your neighborhood? That's your neighbor.
She's very sweet, Karen. Well, you know that.
Yes.
You do know that.
We all know that.
Well, we do. What he meant was, we all know by our contact
not
with
in
her.
the biblical way.
Not in the biblical sense. No, we don't know.
She would not
Well, that's
sign.
not what I meant.
Never mind, Scully. Hold it. Well, she wouldn't sign it?
No.
She'd say it's her business.
She would have another solution. I don't know what it is. To talk to the girl or straighten her out or something.
Yeah, all right. You'll say no, she will not
No,
sign
she
it.
wouldn't.
Here she comes. What a gal. Karen, what will you do about this businesswoman in your neighborhood?
Well, she's not using my home, and I don't know for sure that she's doing that. My feeling is no. I would not sign the petition.
That's what the man said. See how they know how to play this game? Whoa. Thank you, Karen. It's very generous of you and very kind. Scoey, what do you think Claire will do?
You know, I really don't know.
I know what she would do.
You do? Don't start.
She's running a place of horizontal refreshment.
I think you could call it that, yes. Horizontal refreshment.
And she lives in my neighborhood.
Yes, definitely in your neighborhood. It is a neighbor. Not next door, maybe, but maybe. Could be next door.
I think Claire would sign it.
Think so? Why?
Because I have to give you an answer.
Because you'd better say that.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to say that she would sign it because I don't think she would. You know, and she'll come up with something that I don't think.
Yeah, that's true. They always do.
They
don't
always do, you know. So I'm going to say she'd sign it.
You're going to say she will sign it.
No.
All right. You're not going to say she's going to.
Yes, she'll sign it.
She's going to say she's going to sign the petition.
I don't think she will, though.
How can I get out of this? Help me, gang.
I'm going to say she'll sign it.
You're going to say she's definitely going to sign it. Are you
No.
sure? No.
Yeah.
Here she comes. Claire.
Yes.
We have an answer from Scoy. Now we need one from you. What will you do about this petition?
I wouldn't sign it.
He figured that's what you'd say, but that isn't what he guessed. He said
say that?
He said you would sign it. Why wouldn't you sign it?
She might be a very nice lady.
Yeah.
Probably, evidently.
Everybody thinks so.
We all like her.
Yeah, well, it's a wonder you didn't say that I'd say no.
Yeah, he did. He got it wrong. I'm sorry, because you didn't get it wrong. You answered the way you feel. Victor,
Absolutely.
what will Leslie say?
Well, we live in a very strange part of Hollywood. This question has almost come up.
Almost come up, eh?
Couldn't get out that night.
I think Leslie would sign it.
You think she would?
Yeah.
Why?
You want to know what she would, not what I would do, what she would do.
That's exactly right.
I think Leslie would sign it.
You really do, huh?
I think so.
When this almost came up, was
No,
she...
no, I was just...
Oh, it was
making
just a
that
little
up.
joke.
That was a little
Oh,
bit
I'm
of-
sorry. Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Well, no, actually, no. We do live near an area that has an enormous amount of, shall we say, street traffic.
Aha.
Yeah. And...
Sidewalk stewardesses is what you got.
Yes, you could call them that.
Yeah.
Ladies who at 11 o'clock in the morning are wearing hot pants and big hats and all that.
What's wrong with that?
No, I don't think anything's wrong with it.
You live in Malibu?
You live there, too. All right, you're going to say she'll sign it.
I think she'd sign
Here
it
she
because
comes.
we've had problems.
Okay. Leslie, it's your turn. What are you going to do about the petition?
Well, it sounds like our neighborhood. I hate to say this. We didn't know it was zoned for prostitution when we moved in. It would take
What is that? That's a P1 designation, I guess.
the
Yes.
entire LAPD to clean it up, I think. But in Amsterdam, you know, where they have it all the prostitution in one neighborhood, I think that's probably the way it should be. Then you don't live with it, and you can be there if you want, but it's not around. No one's ever passed around a petition in our neighborhood. If they did, I would sign it.
That's right, what he said. Leslie and Victor and Karen and Norman are right. Claire and Scoy are wrong. And we'll come back with question number 2 in just a second. Don't go away. It's not over, bananas. Don't give up. See you in a minute.
This week in game show history, 21 champion and scandal breaker Charles Van Doren appears on the cover of Time magazine. It's old versus young as the generation gap debuts, and Jim Lang hosts the new Newlywed Game until Bob Eubanks returns the following year.
This is an important...
To tell you, you want to talk about an audience. They are sensational. Boy, are you great. Where was I? Oh, yes. Question number 2 coming up. You see that? Oh, they're terrific. Ladies, this is another one for you. How would you rate the importance of sex when it comes to making a marriage work? Is it closer to 25%, 50%, or 75%? Which is it closer to? I mean, it could be 33 1/3, so you'll have to pick which one it's closer to. Goodbye. Scoy, I don't know. It just seems like we should start with you. What do you think the percentage of importance in sex in marriage is?
Claire told me that once you got married, you didn't have to have sex.
She told you that was the license for the woman not to, for you not to do that.
I'd say 25%. I'd say 25%.
It was hard, wasn't it, there?
I'll say 25%.
To make a marriage work,
It's
that
much more important to Claire.
Much more important to Claire?
No.
How do you know, Norman? Wait a minute.
I'm sorry, I started that.
Yeah, you did. No, it's right. He got you back.
I'll say because after you're married,
Yeah.
so many other elements enter into a marriage.
Yes.
That have nothing to do with sex.
Right.
You know?
Like
food, shelter, clothing.
Sure.
Really, work,
Cars.
Softball.
Softball.
Right.
Get him in the red
I'd
section.
say 10% now. I mean, now that I think about it. You know, lately, every time we play this game, I absolutely have no idea where Claire is anymore.
Yeah.
The longer we get, I'm serious, the longer we've been married, the less I know about her.
That's why you're still married.
I'm going to say 25%.
25%.
Right.
You just said the magic word, and that's why I said that. The longer you're married, the less you know. That's why you're still married. I mean, if you're married to her for 50 years and you still don't know her, then it's okay.
Yeah.
But if you're married for 10 years and you know everything, it's over.
Yeah.
Right? So if you lose here, the bananas will forgive you because you have a good marriage.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
They're saying to hell with your marriage. We want to win money. We don't care if you're on the rocks tomorrow, pal. We want some money. You're going to say, Claire will say.
I'm going to say 25%.
25. Here
the
she
importance of it, right?
Importance of it when it comes to making a marriage work.
Work. The importance of it is 25%.
Here she comes. Claire, give us a percentage. Pick one, anyone.
Oh, boy, I've been thinking about this. Oh, dear. This is just a guess. I really don't know. I'd say 50%.
It was a guess. It was a guess. It is more important to you. Norman seemed to know that. I don't know how he knew.
What did
Scully
say?
Well, he said 25.
So low?
Moving right along.
Yeah, let's go to him.
Victor, what will Leslie say?
You know I love you.
Yeah, but not enough. That's the only problem. Victor, what will Leslie say?
Well, Scully hit on a very good point. I mean, there are lots of things that are important, like shelter and all of these things. And when you're dating, you don't have to worry about all those things
That's
together.
right.
And when you're married and you're living together, and I never thought I'd hear myself saying this, but there are other things that come into play.
Now,
I'd like to say 75% and go, but I would say it's 25%.
Right, okay.
I would say.
Funny how the guys are going for 25. Watch, she'll come back with 50 to 75. Who wants to make a side bet, huh?
Well, we live in a neighborhood that has a lady that has
That's right. They don't know about that, do they? Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to be honest about this red section.
That's why they want 50 and they're getting 25. It's the problem. Here comes Leslie. Pick a number, any number, Leslie. What will it be?
150%.
Hey!
It's not revealing, is it? I didn't see that listed here. It said nothing. This is not personal, honey. It has nothing to do with my particular relationship. But I think, and I know of many marriages that work wonderfully with no sex at all. Either they're incapable, or it's a choice, or whatever. So in making a marriage work, which is making two people compatible and communicate and live together in peace and harmony and all that, I think 25%.
You're right, what he said. Absolutely correct. Thank you, Leslie.
Can we have a date after this show, Leslie?
You're on.
My wife think like that.
Why doesn't your wife think like that? I don't know. That's your problem. Norman, what will Karen say?
Well, what happens at my age, you see? Right? I mean, you have all good intentions.
Yes.
But by the time you take off your jacket and put a hanger in it, hang it up, you take your pants, with the crease, look for your shoe trees. You figure, could I wear these socks again tomorrow? She's asleep.
Yeah, it's not, the romance is kind of gone out of it, hasn't it?
No, I don't want to get clinical, but we make love as many times as we used to. But the thing is, I don't move.
You don't move, you don't do any work.
I mean, we could go into this in greater detail.
Well, let's go into it in greater detail.
Like, for instance, you can make love 4 or 5 times a night, right? Isn't that average?
Oh, sure. I don't know why that got such a big laugh. What are you laughing at? Yeah, go ahead.
If you count each time you move as 1.
That's true.
Now, my guess is going to be 50%.
50%.
We have a very active sex life.
I'm very glad to
Now,
hear that.
what she may say is 75%.
Oh.
See, that's the only thing.
That's your problem, huh?
If you count sex as touching, kissing, holding each other, being together,
I don't think that's what we
you're
have
just
in
thinking
mind.
of the actual act.
I think so. I think generally when you say sex, you're not thinking of holding hands. No, I mean, unless you're going to have
Is that part of sex?
Well, we hold hands. I don't think we're...
You and I?
You and I, we held hands. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but only 25% of the time.
No, I'll take a guess, 50%.
50%.
I hope I'm right.
Here she comes. Do you still remember the question, Karen?
Yeah, I don't know where you went with this.
The percentage is what we're after. How important it is to make a marriage work.
Okay, it's a tough question because it's the definition of sex to me means touching and affection and warmth and fondling and that kind of thing. And I don't think any marriage can exist without that. I think it's used as an excuse a lot of times when marriages fail and they say it's because sex is no good. But without the affection and warmth, and I'm going to couple that with actually sex, I'd say 50%.
That's what he said. You got it on the button. Karen and Norman and Leslie and Victor are right. Split in half. Claire and Scully are still wrong. Change places, guys. Halftime. We'll bring the ladies out front. We'll continue with the second half after this message. Please don't miss it. Good group today.
You in every place.
Okay, we have changed places. Our panel is a lot prettier, and the guys are in the back. And Scoy, you gotta go on this one, and we have to go quickly. Men, you are going to borrow a lot of money from a bank. A friend offers to lend you the money at half the interest. Would you borrow from the bank or borrow from the friend? Half interest. Goodbye. A lot of money. A lot of money. I mean, we're talking a lot of money. You know, we're not talking a small amount, so that the interest is important. It's a big sum. And it's a business-type question. Leslie, what do you think Victor will do? Half interest.
He'll take it from both.
And not tell the other one.
As much as he can get, you know. No, I think I know this one. I think I know this one.
You do,
It's a personal situation comes to mind. Not that we were borrowing, but I think he would borrow from the bank. And now you're saying that the friend is half interest.
Half
so you're paying a
interest.
lot less.
Well,
half less.
I mean, if it's
interest
a lot of
on the
money, you're talking serious money.
I still think when you borrow from a friend, it does something to the friendship.
Okay.
Or it threatens to do something for the friendship.
All
And
right.
Victor is like a very, it means a lot to him.
Okay, so
Friends mean a great deal.
he'll say from the bank. Here he comes. Who are you going to borrow from, Victor?
The bank.
That's it.
More friendships are lost when you help.
Thank you, Victor. Karen?
I understand the ethic of that, but Norman is so honest. He has borrowed money from a friend before, and he would never think of not paying it back. And he'd like to save, if he could, the interest, I'm sure. So I would say he'd borrow it from a friend and
Because it's not a
trustworthy.
problem for him. He knows
Never.
he would handle it.
Absolutely.
Here he comes. Good reasons on both sides. Norman, from whom will you borrow the bank money? The money from the bank or the friend? I'm okay. Make a sentence out of that. And...
Well, I'm going to answer this, but I think I may be wrong. But I have to answer honestly.
Yes, sir.
It's his money, not mine. So therefore, I don't have to worry about the money. It's not my money that I'm lending somebody.
No, you're borrowing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's his money. So I'm not taking a big chance by my lending somebody money.
Oh, I see. No.
But she might say that Norman is so legitimate and he may want to go to the bank and do it legitimately. I'm going to have to say I would borrow it from a friend.
That's right. That's what she said. Nice going. Thank you, Norman. Claire, this is it. What do you think?
This is an enormous amount of money.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says a lot of money.
I don't think he knows any friends that have enormous.
Well, thanks a lot.
That would lend it to him. Oh, just to make sense, I'm going to say a friend.
Okay. You'll say a friend.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Stick with it. Scoey, pick one. You got to borrow it.
Well, only because of the high interest rates, I'd borrow from the friend.
That's right. That's what the lady said. You're on the boards. You're all right. We'll split it three ways, and we'll come back in a minute and split the last one. Don't go away. Go get some money.
Share the Newlywed Game with your Valentine.
It's my wife!
Love is on the air. Starts tomorrow at 8 on Buzzer.
This one's worth $300. This will decide it. And here we go, gang. Got to move. Men, in a cab, you find an attaché case in the back seat. Would you hand it right over to the driver, or would you look inside first? What would you do? Goodbye. Good question. We'll start with you, Claire. What will Scoy say?
He'd look inside first.
He would look inside?
Yes.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Here he comes. Scoy, what will you do?
No way we can miss this one. I'd look inside that sucker.
You got it. Karen, what will Norman do?
He has such respect for people's privacy, there's no way he'd look inside. He'd hand it right to the cab driver.
No kidding. Here he and the cab driver would be...
Take it home.
We would bet. In a minute. Here he comes. Norman, what will you do, sir?
Well, I'm very honest about this stuff, but I would not hand it right over to the driver. I would probably look at it first and then hand it into the company that the driver works for.
So you would look at it first?
Yes.
That's not what she said. Okay, close. Leslie, this will decide the game. You get it right, you win. If not, Claire and Scoy come from $50 and win.
Well, unless Victor's a secret snoop, I think that he's very private. He'd hand it to the cab driver.
He would give it to the driver.
Driver.
Here he comes. Victor, it's your choice. You can win the game with this answer. What will you do?
I'd hand it over. I wouldn't look inside.
That's right. You got it. Leslie and Victor, Claire and Scoy are right. Very close game, guys. Real close. We'll come back in a moment and give them their money, and you'll come back too. Don't give it to the driver.
Now.
Big winners today, the red section with Victor and Leslie, $350. We had 1,000. They will divide $1,350. Not bad, gang. Thank you. And thank you, Norm, for watching us on Tattletales. Bert Thomas saying I'll see you the next time right here. Bye.
In addition to cash awards, a member of the winning rooting section selected and random will also receive 20 Mule Team Borax, an actual professionally in cleaning all the family wash. It's handy for many household cleaning chores. Westminster Crazy Automatic Caramel Corn Maker, fast and easy to use because it stirs itself for great tasting popcorn, caramel corn, or cheese corn. And Niagara, America's #1 selling spray starch, helps prevent the deep penetration of soil and stains. For a crisper, firmer finish, Niagara Spray Starch. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast.